Hey neighbors, Kevin here with eTrailer, and today we have our friend Kyle here from WaySafe, and he's going to be telling us a little bit more about their ball mounts.
Awesome. Thank you, Kevin. So like Kevin was saying, Kyle from WaySafe, we're out of Utah. Here's a couple of the different ball mounts that we offer. Starting off, obviously what makes us a bit different is, as you can see, this built-in gauge that measures the tongue weight. The vast majority of our products have that built-in gauge to measure the tongue weight or the amount of force that's applied on this tow ball when you set up your trailer. As you may or may not know, the amount of force that's applied on this tow ball or your tongue weight is incredibly important to towing safely, towing properly, and just the performance of your truck and trailer. You may or may not know, but the tongue weight of the trailer or the amount of tongue weight on the tow ball should be 10 to 15% of the total weight of the trailer and whatever it's in it. And so ask any company, anybody out there, 10 to 15% of the total weight should be on this tow ball. But obviously what makes us different, we are the ones that take the guesswork out of knowing your tongue weight because it reads in real time right there. Right? So as you're loading up the trailers, you'll be able to see where your tongue weight's at, and you can adjust that load on your trailer so you're in that safe zone, which again is 10 to 15%. And to go over it quickly, too little tongue weight causes trailer sway, incredibly dangerous, rolled over trailers, accidents, fatalities. But what people don't realize is too much tongue weight can be just as dangerous, as well as wear down the truck and trailer, its components, costing you thousands upon thousands of dollars in repairs and premature replacements of parts and pieces. And so it's what makes us unique and helping the neighbors, you all tow safely and properly, just making the towing experience safer and more enjoyable and saving you a couple bucks while doing so. So I'll kind of go through a couple of the different ball mounts that we have. Starting off right here, this is what we call our arrow hitch. Obviously, like I was talking about, we have that built-in gauge signaling people what their tongue weight is, helping them load it correctly. You can notice, besides this built-in gauge, it comes with a 2-inch stainless steel tow ball and our clamshell adapter, which converts this 2-inch stainless steel ball to a 2 5/16. We also sell this part individually and fits on any 2-inch tow ball. This one's rated up to 12,500 pounds and available in a couple different sizes depending on lifted, if your vehicle's lifted or not. Moving on to the steel WaySafe product. Typically, if you think of WaySafe, you think of this unit right here, either in steel or aluminum. But again, has that built-in gauge, and it even has a dual pin lock included, and the optional hitch pin lock with the same key that you can get as well. But again, has that built-in gauge, and it actually comes with a 2-inch and a 2 5/16 stainless steel tow balls. Super easy to interchange. Just unlock this dual pin lock right here, pull it off, and behind this unit right here, there's a little pin that you just remove, switch out the tow balls, whichever one you need, put it back in there, lock it into place. And again, available in steel, which we have right here, and aluminum. Aluminum, we go up to 21,000 pounds rated gross trailer weight. The steel up to 22,000 pounds. And so, like I said, a couple different variety, and you'll notice, as you peruse the different WaySafe products, that many of them have that built-in gauge, but we also offer a normal version of a hitch. We call it the 180 hitch by WaySafe. As you can see, it does not have the gauge, but still comes with that dual pin lock. And instead of the interchangeable tow balls, like the WaySafe, the two tow balls are fixed, the 2-inch ball and the 2 5/16. It's optional. You can get them with stainless steel tow balls, which you have right here, or chrome tow balls. And again, in order to change the tow ball, depending on what size you need, unlock this dual pin lock, pull it out, take the head off, flip it around, put it back on, lock it back into place, and you're good to go. Incredibly fast. And then just like the WaySafe, where we have it available in the aluminum and steel, the 180 hitch, we have it also available in aluminum or steel. Right here is the 180 Pro, or the steel WaySafe, or the steel 180 hitch, excuse me. It has, again, the dual pin lock for security purposes. Just pull that out, interchange it depending on the tow ball you need. And it even has this fun little accessory 2-inch receiver to put in, cargo carriers, a step, flagpole, bike rack, whatever you can fit into a 2-inch receiver as well. And then as far as weight ratings, forgot to mention this one goes up to 21,000 pounds, just like the aluminum Weigh Safe, and the steel 180 Pro actually goes up to 25,000 pounds.
Well, I want to thank you for that detailed breakdown of each one of your ball mounts here. It really makes a difference when we're trying to help you guys at home figure out exactly which one's going to be the right fit for you. And along with that, safety is definitely the big important factor here. It's even in the name. So even if you're starting out with the basic ball mount, you're still getting that gauge in there, which is going to help you properly load your trailer. Now, yesterday, Kyle and Jamie were in here, and they were showing us how big of a difference it can make simply moving your load 4 inches on your trailer. And we were talking a couple hundred pounds of difference. So that could be the difference between you making it safely to your destination or having your trailer spin out on you while you're out on the highway. So why don't we go ahead and show you what we mean right now.
Pop quiz. I suspect this is like, in all the questions that you get asked, like this is the easiest question. What % of tongue weight should you have on the tow vehicle of the trailer's, total trailer's weight? Does anyone know? 10%. 10% is, I think, perfect. 10 to 15% is like acceptable. So this, we're gonna do some quick math, so keep up. This weighs 1,500 pounds. This weighs 600 pounds for a total of 2,100 pounds. So if we're looking for 10 to 15% of tongue weight, how much weight should we have on the tongue of the tow vehicle?
No less than 210.
Okay, perfect. So can somebody with good eyes come up and tell me how much tongue weight we have on the tow vehicle right now? Just look at the scale.
I don't got good eyes.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, I'm trying to eliminate many of you.
We're sitting, are these by 100?
Yes,
Okay, we're probably at like 170.
Yep, that sounds right.
150, 170-ish.
Okay, yeah, I had to move.
Like it. Look at it's a little like this.
Yeah. Okay, so we're slightly light. Here, let me make sure we get this exactly right first. So I've stopped turning it on because I don't feel that cool when I turn it on to do this. Yeah, so I'm just gonna okay, there we go. That is probably the appropriate tongue weight. So what we hear often though is, well, I'm not gonna have too little tongue weight. I just put it on and I do it until I hear the noise, until the wheels touch the front, until whatever. I slam it to the front of the trailer and I'm good to go. So let's do that. Let's see. So we're at about 200 pounds right now if I wasn't in this. I'm gonna just push it back. Boom. I'm at the back. Till it hits. I felt it hit. So what are we at now? Can someone come check this for me?
Only like 240.
Good guess.
My eyes can't see it on that.
Yeah.
So this is my.
I feel like it's more credible coming from someone other than me because I might be lying to you.
It's all right. We're sitting like just south of 400 actually, so like 390 I'd say.
So 400 pounds. So I moved it about that, about that far. So let's call that 6 inches. I don't estimate very good. So 6 inches back and it doubled the tongue weight. So we went from 10%, just under 10%, to 20 plus percent tongue weight on this trailer. And so you might go, all right, well 15%, 20% isn't that much more than 15%. Well, it turns out, stay tuned, I will show you why that is important, but it is actually really important. It makes a big difference in a lot of ways in your experience towing.
And as we talk about the neighbors, and going along with this discussion, and we'll have some awesome demonstrations on like too little tongue weight. In this particular demonstration, too much tongue weight is just as dangerous, or just as problematic. I had working a trade show, obviously for Weigh Safe. I had a gentleman come up to the booth. He's like, "Oh, hey, Kyle, I'm Weigh Safe. I actually am familiar with their products. I'm a big towing guy. I've been towing my entire life." And he's like, funny enough, was familiar with their products, familiar with how they work, but I never needed one. I've been towing forever. I know how to position that on my trailer. But happenstance is one of my buddies bought a Weigh Safe hitch. And he's like, "Oh, just for kicks and giggles, can I borrow your Weigh Safe hitch just to see how I'm doing?" And so he takes his buddy's Weigh Safe, hooks it up to his truck. He was pulling a flatbed trailer and a Jeep on there. And so he pulls his Jeep onto his flatbed trailer, puts it exactly how he's always done it, right, for years. Puts it exactly where it is, gets off, takes a look at his Weigh Safe, and he's like, "Oh, according to the Weigh Safe, I'm actually a little bit heavier than I need to be." He was probably at the 20 to 25% range. He's like, again, for kicks and giggles, let's see, if this Way Safe is, worth, is what it says it is. And so he scoots this Jeep back, 6 inches about, and checks the gauge again. He sees it's within the 10 to 15% range. He's like, all right, straps it down, hops into his truck, and starts off on his normal route, right? And he's like, Kyle, I can't tell you. He's like, I never knew that my towing experience could be that much better. My steering was more responsive. My brakes were more responsive. And so he's like, I'm a fan for life. He's like, I bought myself a Way Safe hitch. He's like, I absolutely love it. I'm not having to guess what my tongue weight is anymore. I'm experienced, but I'm still guessing. He's like, well, why would I need to make it hard on me when I could just know what my tongue weight is, get a real-time live, tongue weight, and not have to guess about it anymore. And the funny thing about it is, if you ask any hitch company out there, not just Way Safe, we didn't create it, but every hitch company will tell your neighbor that they need 10 to 15% of the total trailer weight to sit on the tow ball or as their tongue weight. But Way Safe, we're the only ones that actually tell them what their tongue weight is and make it super simple for the rookie tower, but even for those really experienced towers. And so let's head. Oh, go
I
ahead.
just want to add one last thing.
Yeah.
So sometimes, like people say this, like take it as like it's an indictment on their ability, their skill. Like, oh, you're a bad tower if you can't balance it. Like, no, that's not what this is at all. If you looked at it, do I need to put my side by side here? Do I need to put it here, or do I need to put it here? Like that is just, for a human, hard to determine. You can't look at the tongue or the position on a trailer and say, I know what my tongue weight is. You can only guess. And minute differences make a huge impact on the overall experience. And so, like, it is a tool that I believe everybody should use and everyone would benefit from. It doesn't make you any less of a tower. It just makes you have a better experience.